Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Liv. Hey. So today I'm just gonna do a planner chat. So mostly I'm just gonna be talking. I'm not really gonna do anything. I'm just gonna be talking to you. So if you're interested, come hang out with me for a little while. Pull up a chair, have a drink, do whatever you do. So first I'm going to show you my main planner, the Wonderland 222 in the A6 size. Got a lot of stuff. I am still using the Moterm A6 cover, the zipper cover. I really like it. I wasn't sure about it at first. I think I mentioned that in another video, but I really like it. I've had no desire to move out, and it's weird because I actually wanted to use, I should make sure I'm in frame. I wanted to use an A6 planner this year because of this cover. This is a Speckled Fawn's this is a Speckled Fawn's chatelaine cover in, I think it's called Nana Pudding, the leather. It's a Kodiak leather, but it's I don't know all the technical terms. It's tanned differently, so it's not as like greasy feeling. I think it's like chrome tanned. I don't know. They don't have this on the site anymore. It's like a limited run, and I just thought it was so cute, so I bought it even though I wasn't in an A6 size planner. And the inside is just heavenly. So this is from Speckled Fawns. I love Speckled Fawns. They have really beautiful products. So like as far as the quality of leather, like this is just so much more genuine and authentic feeling, and it smells nice, and it just feels really good, like wonderful leather. This feels more like plasticky. I don't know. They say it's real leather, but yeah. But I do really like the feel of this. I'm enjoying it a lot. I also, like, not gonna lie, I like these pockets over here. This isn't gonna have any like deco, you know. I'll be able to put something in there, but it's not gonna have much decoration. And I just really like all the little things I have over here. None of this stuff I use. It just looks cute. So yeah. I did also switch out some stuff in the front. I don't know. It is what it is. Excuse me. I just got this image from Pinterest. It just reminds me of like a soul ascending to the heavens. And this is from Pocket Journal Pam. I just really like this deer. Something from a magazine. That is all that I've changed in the front, though. This is all still... Oh, I just put this used to be on the cover. Put it here because I used some stickers for that. And I didn't want to just get rid of it because, you know, so it's there. Alright, so the index, I haven't been keeping up with this. I could go back and fix it at any time. This is still my general health tracker. Exercise. I have been doing yoga though, so I feel like I'm not lifting weights, but I am still exercising, so I'm gonna say I'm doing good still. I've just like come to the conclusion that I'm just not a tracking person, you know, like I didn't even fill out anything. I didn't touch it after I filled it out for March. I didn't, you know, I don't know. If I could think of something else, or like I don't know. This doesn't work for me. This doesn't motivate me. This doesn't make me want to do anything. So that's that. Oh, that's what I was, the whole point of this, not the whole point, but one of the major things is that I got tabs. So these are from West Dakota Stationery. They're just cute little, I think they're acetate with printed on them. They're super cute, and I really like them. They were pretty easy to install. I know they don't look, they're not uniform. I know they're a little weird, but that's on me, not the tabs. So yeah, I really like these. Last time in my last video, I was complaining about how the months and the weeks are interspersed in this planner, and the tabs really solve that problem for me. The main thing is like when I'm trying to make an appointment, you know, when I'm trying to flip back between different months and I have to flip through all the weeks, like that just annoys me. So I think I'm gonna just show these really quick because I think I already showed this, but there's my monthly. Showed these weeks also. I think this was the last week that I showed anybody. And then this was spring break the following week. This was a good week. It was a really good week. Yeah. I don't want to complain in every video, but I've been going through it lately, and I'm really trying to just be good to myself and take care of myself and take some pressure off of myself and do things that make me feel good about myself and about life. This is when I got the tabs. So this is West Dakota Stationery's little tag. It's cute. This is very nice. It was packaged nicely. I think they were like $5, but then it was $5 shipping. But they sent an extra packet of tabs too, which was super nice. So definitely look into that if you're trying to find some tabs. And this was Easter Sunday. Nope, Easter week, excuse me, Easter Sunday. It was okay. It was weird. My mom, passed away last year, and it was weird her not being here. It was also very weird. Like, I went to the optometrist, and I finally got new glasses. And it's really weird, like, not being able to show my mom my glasses. And it's strange how, like, little stuff like that can really bug me and, like, really get me down for a few days. Because I can't show my mom my glasses, because it just feels so weird, because that would be the first person I would call. She'd be the first person I'd send a picture to, or I'd even like FaceTime her, just be like, look at my glasses, Mom, and it's like, I know I'm 38 years old, but that's just how it is. So that was weird, and not having her at Easter was weird. So I am really liking this March review page. The overview page I'm not so like, but the review page I like because I can record what I'm reading, what I'm watching, things that went well, and ends up being things that my daughter and my husband said that I thought were funny or cute. So that's fun. I'm still reading Speaker for the Dead. I have just been really slow. It's really good though. Like, I stayed up really late last night. I'm almost done. I stayed up really late last night reading it because it got super good. Yeah, and then I'm debating if I want to read. So the reason I got these books is because when I was younger, my dad read this book, Ender's Game, to me and my brother. I don't know how old we were, probably like between 8 and 12 years old. I'm not exactly sure. And it was this copy, so it's been through a lot. And I was going to read it. Like I said, I'm on a campaign to do things that make me feel good. Reading, watching, listening, whatever. And so I was going to read this, but then I have no idea what happened to this book. This has been sitting on my bookshelf. So I honestly don't know. I don't know. It looks torn. Looks like it was eaten. So I don't know what happened to it. So I went online and I was like, well, I'll just buy a new copy of it. And then there was an ad for a 5-pack of, like, I guess there's 5 in this series. And so I thought, well, I'll just, book math. If one book costs $8, but the 5-pack costs $30, I'm actually saving money by buying the 5-pack, right? So this is only the second book, and there's another one that is, I think, just a continuation of this one. And then there's 2 others that I think are a little more, like, not in the same flow. I don't know how to describe it. This has been like I don't know how to describe it. So I'm debating whether I want to keep reading those, or I also have several other books that I'm very excited about. Okay, where did they go? Oh, these. So this is Mountains of the Moon. My dad recommended this one to me, and this is about John Henning Speke and Sir Richard Burton to discover the true source of the Nile. I guess it was a movie. They turned it into a movie. And it's fiction, but it's based on a real thing. So my dad said this was a really fun, like, adventure book. And then also, nope, not this one. This is the sequel to the one that I other one is this one, Summer of Night by Dan Simmons. And earlier this year, I read a book called The Terror by Dan Simmons that was just fantastic. I loved it. And so I kind of fell in love with Dan Simmons because of that book. And so this is the sequel to this one. So I have like several really good things lined up to read. I also got that Women Who Run with Wolves book. I don't know about that one. It was like, it's been on the internet for a while, people talking about it. And I don't know, it's on my stack, we'll see. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm doing here. We watched Marco Polo, 90 Day Fiancé, and the new Dune. Just the first one. We didn't get to watch the second one yet, but yeah, so fun stuff. Okay, and then April. It's pretty blank. Not much is going on right now. Though I can't remember if I said this in my last video, but the way I use my planner is the monthly gets all the important dates and things, and then when the week comes up, I just look here and copy this stuff, plug this into the weekly. The weekly is where most of the stuff happens, you know, like this is where it's at. The monthly is just sort of a placeholder until the week happens. So my months are often pretty plain. I'm not going to go back in and fill anything in either. Like, this is it. That's all. It serves its purpose. This was the first week of April. Yeah, again, I don't want to complain every time I get on here, but man, I have been like really struggling with some things that are just really frustrating. So yeah, I've been putting a little blurb here too, like some positive messages to remind myself. And then my planning, I call it planning, but it's really just me using a notebook to write down my to-do lists and making it look cute. That's what it is. And so this is this week. Again, it becomes a to-do list really. And then like whatever I'm thinking about this week usually fills in over here. And today I had lab work. Good news. My thyroid levels are good. My liver levels are good. And also my blood cell count is good. Because the medication I'm on for Graves' disease can sometimes mess with your liver and your immune system, but everything is going really well, which I am very happy about because, yeah, the last 6 months have been just so weird, and as my husband called them the other days, like, they've just been topsy-turvy, and it's true, like, that's the best way to describe it, because it's just been things just out of the blue, you know, and I keep thinking like, okay, I'm okay, I'm doing it, and then bam, just like undercut, and oh man. Okay, so anyway, so that's that. So then the only other thing that I'm going to show you in here, so in the notes section, I have like private stuff back here, so I don't want to I'll eventually cover things and show you at the end of the year. I would really like to have a full flip through. I don't think there's anyone I've seen on YouTube with a full flip through of their Wonderland 222. Everyone has like setup videos, but I haven't seen like a full completed flip at the end. So this is the only other thing I've changed in here. This is a book log inspired by Simone's book log. I think her video is called No Frills Book Log. And it was perfect because it came after I watched Tori Hopper's video about her book log, and her book log is beautiful. I like Tori Hopper too, by the way, if you're looking for a new channel to watch. She's a librarian, so there's a lot of book content, which I really like. She had a really beautiful one that I was just like, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the mental capacity or patience to do that right now. And then right after that, Simone shared her No Frills book log, and it was perfect. She wrote the title, the author, and then like one sentence about the book. And I thought that was genius. I've had a book log before that just turned into a chore. And then eventually I hated it because it was like, I don't want to do this. It's not fun. But I do kind of want to track what I'm reading, and I kind of want to remember what I'm reading. So I have a bunch of pages back here because, yeah, I think there's like 80 pages, and I'm only on like page 15. So this will be plenty of space. So I did sometimes I add a couple of extra sentences. Like this was The Terror. I read this book earlier, and I loved it so much. Like, it was so good. it was so good. And there was one character in it that just, man, he was great. I loved the whole book. So I wrote a little bit more about that because I just can't stop talking about it. But most of them I just write one sentence. Ender's Game, I just read. I wrote a couple of the quotes down because I really liked them. Yeah, he says, I am only what I remember. Oh, Ender, I love you. Okay, okay, so then I still have my little notebook back here for affirmations, but to be honest with you, I have not been doing affirmations. Yeah, I really, like I said, I've been going through it, and it's been changing my ideas about things, about what is worth my time and what isn't worth my time. And I'm at the point right now where I feel like it is not worth my time to try to manifest things. I don't know, maybe not, I don't know if anyone who's listening is into manifesting, but like my husband and I got really into it a few years ago, and I think there's some merit to like thinking positively, you know, imagining good things, but I also feel like we've also been listening to a bunch of Stoic philosophy lately on YouTube, and I really like Stoic philosophy. I'm really into it. And one of the things they talk about is how you can't change anything going on outside of you. Stuff is going to happen that we don't want, that we don't like, that we're not asking for. And all you can change is your mental, how you look at it, right? How you react to things that are happening. And yeah, it just sort of made me realize that I've been sort of believing two different things. And one is that I can't do anything about the things that are happening outside of me, that are, you know, the things that are coming. And the other is that I can change things like that. And also the reverse of that is true, that I can also mess things up really bad. And so, sorry, this is like a philosophical talk, but I've, I guess, just been realizing lately that I did not ask for any of this stuff that's been happening to me. I didn't ask for any of it. And I feel like that's sort of the thing that's implied in manifesting, that like, well, what did you do to get this, you know? And no. And then I feel crappy about myself. Like, yeah, what did I do to get this? Like, how did I manifest this nasty stuff? And yeah, just in the last few months realizing that things are just going to happen to me, and I need to just, what I really want is mental peace. That's what I really want, more than, you know, a new house, a new car, a brand new beautiful life. It's like, I just really want peace. I don't want to be jacked up by stuff that happens, you know? I don't want to be destroyed by bad news. I don't want to have like hear bad news and then have 5 days where I'm just in shock. I don't want that. That's not stuff, you know, I didn't arrange for any of those things to happen. They just did. And I don't want to be so messed up by them when they do happen. Anyway, sorry, that was a little rant. So I'm not really doing affirmations anymore. That's what that was about. Okay, so in my last video, I complained a lot about the kin boar, which I like it in theory, but in practice, I hated it. So I abandoned it. This is, I cut out all the pages that I used because I was really on top of it for like a month. I was really on it. So I cut out all the pages and gave the rest of it to my daughter, which she likes. So it wasn't wasted. It was fine. And the reason for that was that the pages were dated and my Virgo brain could not handle, I just can't handle writing on a page that has the wrong date. I couldn't do it. I know it's silly, but I couldn't do it. And, you know, I was watching a video by Monique the other day. She was talking about planner stress and how, like, if something's stressing you out, like, just stop using it. It's a planner. It's paper. It's, you know, it's a notebook. Who cares? And that's where I am right now. Just stopped using it because it was stressing me out. It's silly to be stressed out about that. So what I did instead is set up this. This is a Nanami Crossfield. Make sure I'm in frame. Okay, it's a tight one, but it's a Nanami Crossfield that I cut in half. I did spine surgery on it, so it was 2 times thicker than this, and I just cut it in half. And I'm not going to show a lot of this because it is very private, but I did draw on the calendars at the front because I did like that feature of the Kindler. And then, yeah, I'm not going to show, but basically I just decorate pages in advance. And my daughter and I were drawing too, so drawing some SpongeBob characters. And then I'll just fill these in as I go. Much less pressure. Nothing's dated, so if I want to write, I can. If I don't want to write, I don't feel like I have to. This is working perfectly for me. And I don't know why I went away from this. This worked perfectly for me last year too. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, last thing, notebook that I'm using is this. It's a Penguin Paper Co. standard size insert. This is the good paper. This is the, like, I think it's 68 GSM Tomoe River paper. The old stuff, the good stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm using this for my yoga class, my yoga training, which has been just phenomenal. It's a great thing to focus on, a positive thing to focus on, and something that I really like and enjoy doing. So that has been really fun. I think my whole class will fit in here, but I'm not positive. We'll see. It might be a close fit. I do have another smaller, another thinner insert that I could use for the rest of the class, and put that in there. But that's what I'm going to decorate this eventually, but right now it's just utilitarian. It's working the way it is. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got going on right now. I did want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate anyone that takes time to watch my video or comment. If you have a question or if you just want to chat, please leave a comment. I might not get back right away, but I will try to get back to you. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a good day.